All right, guys, just making sure this is all set up right, so you guys can see this. But yeah, election day. I think the title says it best. Election day, more like election month or week for election 2020. And the reason I say that is mainly because of the fact that I think a lot of us can and will agree that this is probably exactly what they called it to be. That this is probably the most important election we're going to have. But what's funny though is one of the things that's being talked about is a lot of the states that are not um, and it looks like according to just Alex, he's saying that Biden won Arizona and Wisconsin. Apparently, Biden has won both Arizona and Wisconsin, according to just Alex of Alex's World. And he says if he can maintain Nevada and win either Pennsylvania or Michigan or Georgia, it's over. But we'll have to wait and see. Now, according to somebody responding to Alex, they said actually if Biden wins Arizona, Wisconsin, and Nevada, then he's officially the new president. So, it says here, now one person responded, until Trump throws a hissy fit, brings it to the now overly conservative Supreme Court, who rules in his favor, this year has been so awful, that would be the cherry on top. So, yeah, according to what Alex just said, said here, is basically it looks like Trump's apparently going to win, but we don't know that yet. We do not know that yet, and I think that's what's kind of holding things back, if you will. You know, that's what's holding things back right now. Mainly the fact that it says he may have won, but we have to wait and see. Let's see. Wait. Just trying to tag this to some people, guys. Hold on. So yeah, apparently, Biden looks like he won Arizona, but we'll have to see. It doesn't say just yet. It doesn't say just yet here on Facebook as I'm looking. So it doesn't look like Facebook has reported anything yet. So yeah. Doesn't look like Facebook has reported anything yet. Let's see. So yeah, it doesn't. We don't know yet. I mean, I'm gonna check the news right now, but again, it's just one of those situations where.
Last night about count every vote, you know that theme from the Democrats and Al Gore. It makes a lot of sense. But what Jonathan Turley said about 20 minutes ago makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
Because we've moved from counting votes to trying to figure out what is a vote.
It says Wisconsin's still. It's still at 238, 213 according to Fox.
Supreme Court to try and figure out what is voter intent. You're going to hear a lot about that phrase. Well, what is the intent of a voter? 20 years ago, it was Chad, that little piece of paper that was on the ballot.
So yeah, right now, according to Fox News, and I'm sure other places have it the same way, although they number it differently. But this is one of those stations that my mom relies on the most because, apparently to a lot of people they support Trump. So if they support Trump, she's going to go in the direction. But anyway, they still have it at 238, 213. Now I know Alex feels that hey, this is wonderful news that if Biden wins. Again, I think the reason why 64% of the vote is unaccounted for, if not less than that right now, if not more than that right now, we don't know, is mainly, like I said, I think a lot of people look at the fact that it doesn't matter to them who wins, that we're just going to have a controversial leader no matter what. And that's it. That's why I think a lot of people don't vote in elections, whether it's regional, local, statewide or nationwide. They don't vote in an election due to the fact that they basically feel that, hey, why does it matter if we vote? Because, this person's going to win anyway, or this decision is going to be made. What's the point, right? And the point is basically you're letting your voice be heard. That's the point people want to point out, is you're letting your opinion, your voice be heard on certain matters that count. And here's the thing. I think that's what's holding this whole election up. It's not the fact that Wisconsin and Arizona and Nevada and Pennsylvania and North Carolina and a lot of these places still have votes they got to count for up until later tonight or tomorrow, the rest of the week, or even the month. It's mainly what's holding it up is people do not want to vote. They don't want to go out there and vote due to the fact that they feel it's not going to matter who wins because we're going to have a controversial figure. It doesn't matter to them who's going to win because we're going to have a controversial figure no matter what. And I think that's why some people are reluctant to vote. If you know what I mean. That's why they don't want to vote right. If ever. Sometimes people will let the religious beliefs, which is good, if you will, in my opinion. Of course, being a born-again Christian, and I live with a mom that's a power warrior when it comes to that, or a prayer warrior, I should say, when it comes to that. Basically, if you feel that your beliefs in whatever deity or entity that you believe in, me and my family, we believe in the Lord Almighty, the creator of all, Jesus Christ himself, and and his Father, the Lord, God above, that's our belief. And, and the thing is, we still go out and vote. Whether we feel it's necessary or it's not, we still go out and vote. The thing is, though, a lot of people, in my opinion, will let the religious beliefs be their decision maker. And that decision maker sometimes will be telling them, hey, don't go out and vote because whoever wins is not going to matter because the one you believe in is the higher up, is the high entity, if you know what I mean. So that's basically why I think there's a lot of votes that are unaccounted for. Because there's a lot of people through census that were conducted this year and all that basically are accounted for that are not going to vote because to them it doesn't matter who wins. But I guarantee you this. I guarantee you when it's all said and done, whether it's done by tonight, it's done by this week, whether it's done courtesy of the Supreme Court or whatever the case may be, there's going to be no doubt that their families are going to let them hear it over the holidays. Yes, they're going to have a peaceful time, get together, have food and all that. But it's not. But the thing is, their family is going to let them know how they feel about them not going out and voting. That's what it's going to be. I mean, I'll be honest with you. There was a lot of people, and I know this from experience. I had to be woke up on Sunday morning just to get my coffee like I have right now, just to get some coffee in my system. Just to get coffee in my system and go out and vote. Well, basically fill out my ballot and drop it off at the drop box here in Newman along with my mom. She had to wake me up just to get me up and going with this because she wanted to get it out of the way. The sooner, the better. And there's a lot of people, I'm pretty sure, that have done the same thing. I'm pretty sure there's wives or husbands that woke up their significant others and said, hey, wake up. And the person probably was looking at the clock going, it's only 6 a.m, babe. What are you doing? And they'll probably tell them, well, we got to get up and go. We got to do our ballots. We got to drop them off early. There's a lot of people that do that. Because here's the thing. They want to let their voices be heard as soon as possible. I guarantee you the people in Patterson right now are jumping for joy. Yeah, in the city I used to live in with me and my mom, we used to live in Patterson, as you all know. I guarantee you a lot of them are jumping for joy right now at the fact that, oh, thank goodness, we don't have to deal with this mayor anymore that's basically keeping us hostage and prisoner. Oh, thank God, she's gone. Hallelujah. I guarantee you, people are like happy about that. And that's not a lie. That's not a lie, guys. Like, hold on for a second while I do something. Make sure certain people don't see it. There you go. But yeah, basically, trying to look here. Hold on, guys, just checking something. Okay. But yeah, in my opinion, that's why you don't have, many people. You don't have many votes accounted for. Actually, it's more along the lines of people. They just don't want to vote. People. They just don't want to vote. Okay, I'm just checking something there. But that's the truth. And it says here on my homepage that basically battlegrounds of Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania is still up for grabs. They're showing Biden with a 49.2% lead over Trump's 48.6%. And, they're still up. Like, Wisconsin has Biden up 49.6 over Donald Trump's 48.9. Minnesota went to Biden. Michigan, that's still up for grabs. So Georgia and North Carolina are still up, but they look like they're going to be, and Pennsylvania, but they look like they're going to be swinging in Donald Trump's favor. So, yeah, it looks like they're going to be swinging in his favor. But again, I think honestly though, the reason we're not getting that many votes, and even this news outlet that opens up automatically, as the homepage when I start up my Microsoft Edge browser, internet browser, they even still have it at 238, 213, because they know things are not accounted for. And heck, they projected that several places like Nevada, which is my state's next door neighbor, has until tomorrow to probably finish up their counting. The thing is, folks, it's not the fact that, in my opinion, they have so many votes that still have to be accounted for, basically, like I say, taken into account, and acknowledged and all that. It's the fact that I also believe there are those that didn't go out and vote this year because, again, they have this belief that it doesn't matter who wins, whether it's Donald Trump, which a lot of people would like, Joe Biden, which a lot of people would like, that in the end, we're just going to have a controversial figure no matter what. And there's one thing my mom has always said, that it doesn't matter who our president is. Our pastor of our church, Eventual Christian Church of Patterson, he has said this, and it's been said throughout the years by even the most notable reverends and pastors and gospel leaders out there, religious leaders, Christian leaders. And that is, it doesn't matter who our president is. We got to pray for them and pray that they make the right decisions for the country. Now, I know others might say that, well, it doesn't matter if we get Biden as president. Everything he says is not going to come to pass, especially if the Republican Party has the Senate. And that's true, because the House could be democratical. There's no doubt, and it looks like it's going to retain that. But the Senate, if it remains Republican, then yeah, it's going to be hard for Biden to want to make a decision, or the House wanting to make a decision that they know Biden would sign off on, because the Republican Party would be like, nope, not going to do that. Sorry, we're not going to do that. You got to go through us now, or you got to go through us still, and we're not going to let you and Biden ruin this country. So even if, big if, Biden was to get the shot, was given the opportunity, he still won't be able, he and the Democrats will still not be able to make decisions without consent of the Republican Senate. They won't be able to do that. And the Supreme Court of the U.S., Amy Barnett, and even if they pack it or they don't pack it, they're going to keep a close eye on them and any decisions they like making. It's like I said during one of my videos about Election Day being the day, that, I even said this in my What If video, that basically Harris and Biden are not going to do anything significantly historic or stuff like that right off the bat. A lot of people think that Biden's going to sign this into law. He's going to make this announcement on the first day in office. Don't expect much to come out of it. He might do something that's significant, but he won't do something that's going to make people regret voting him in. And, and to me still, it still goes along the lines of, it doesn't matter, like I said, what decisions or laws that the House feels or bills that they feel could help out, or, help out the country and all that. Even if they pass it, it's not going to pass the Senate, thus it will never get to Biden. So whatever decisions the Dems make throughout the next 4 years, if JB, as people would call him, gets the opportunity, guess what? They won't be able to do anything significant unless the House says otherwise. Joe Biden could say, I'm going to do this. Kamala Harris could say she's going to do that, or they're together going to do this, but it's up to the Senate. And the Supreme Court could step in as well. The point I'm getting at, guys, is yes, this election has turned out to be the election everybody has said it's going to be. But in my opinion, the reason I have two reasonings of looking at it this way. The reason we have yet to get a significant decision in a lot of these states where Trump has led, or even Biden has had a slight lead, the reason there's unaccountability and all that, and the reason that votes have yet to be tallied completely, totally, it's mainly due to the fact that in the end, there's a lot of people that have yet to vote. And it doesn't matter if they're young people, it doesn't matter, like I said, it doesn't matter if they're young people, it doesn't matter if they're experienced voters and all that. There are people that have yet to vote because they, or didn't vote because they believe that it doesn't matter who wins. To them, it doesn't matter who wins. It's going to be a controversial figure no matter what. And again, it could also be due to religious beliefs. That the religious beliefs basically tell them that it don't matter who's the president, just like it don't matter who's king or queen in another country. The ultimate, decision maker, the ultimate leader is who you believe in, from a religious standpoint. So in the end, guys, yeah, election day feels like it's more like election month, election week and month. And in my honest opinion, in closing, this is, I think, what I honestly believe. This is what I think the Senate and the House, and I believe they can agree on this, that they, along with whoever the vice president and president is, that in the near future, they should basically make a law or make a historic announcement that instead of the election being primarily one day, in November, that they should make election day into election week, if not election month. Well, maybe not month because of Thanksgiving and all that, but still, at least make it election week. Give everybody a whole week, like starting the first Sunday of the month or the second Sunday of the month, all the way to Saturday, this first or second Saturday of that month. Give them a whole week to get their ballots in. And that throughout the whole week, you have these people tally up the ballots, and by the end of the week, we find out who won the vote, who is the new president, who's the new governor, who's the new mayor, what decisions were made, what positions were declined, agreed upon. I think they should expand it to a week, because that way you can avoid a mess like this in the future. I really do. And I think anybody watching this would agree that that is what needs to be done. So that's all I'm going to really say, guys. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I know a lot of people like me have gone out and voted. Some have waited to at least vote on election day, which was yesterday. So hopefully you guys, did that if you did. But like I said, I think, in my honest opinion, that the reason we have not had a total account just yet of who's winning and all that, excuse me, like it doesn't matter who's going to win or not, because it's still at 238, 213. That's the thing. Even though CBS News on Facebook reports that the campaign manager for Biden says he's on track to win, that being Joe Biden, but then again, we don't know. Remember, a lot of people said that about Hillary Clinton. A lot of people said that about Mitt Romney. Everybody thought, oh, they're going to, be on the verge of doing it, and then the exact opposite happens. You know what I'm saying? The exact opposite occurs. And I think, honestly, we just need to realize that, it's not going to... Hold on. Well, I gotta do this. Oops, that's the wrong one. And this is gonna link this. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Let's see. I want to do. There it is. That it basically, like I was saying, a lot of people just feel it doesn't matter. But what I was saying is that, you have this campaign manager saying Biden's on track to win the election. Again, you look back at the past several years before that, several presidential elections before that, same people said the same thing about their people winning, and then the exact opposite happens. Now, it has been reported that the Biden camp and the Trump camp are preparing to contest this in the Supreme Court, because they feel that there is manipulation going on. There is corruption going on. Heck, my mom called me around 7:55 this morning, telling me that she got to work safely, and she basically mentioned it, and she said it's because there's corruption, there's suspected corruption going on. And if there is, here's the question: what do these people want? What do they want from Biden? What do they want from Trump? Do they want him to say what they want? Do they want Trump to come out and say, because, one of the reports, Fox News and others have put out is that a majority of the voters are women, and I say this with all due respect, but the majority are female, and again, I say it with all due respect. It's like, what do these people that are potentially in cahoots to corrupt this election, what do they want, Trump to do? Do they want Trump to come out and say to the women, I'm sorry for the way I mistreated women. Women are just as equal, if not superior, to men in every capability. Is that what they want? And again, I say that with all due respect, no offense. But is that what they want? Because if that's what they want, then if I'm Donald Trump, be honest with you, I would just come out, and if I hear that that's potentially the reason, maybe there's a corruption in the election to try to get me out, all I do is this: I come out and say, I've learned my lesson, and I'm here to make a public apology to all women. You women are just as capable, if not more so capable, at leadership positions than we men. And then I do apologize for everything I've said about you before I became president. If I could take it back, I would. And I do that impersonation with respect and all that, no offense. But is that what they want? Is that what they want? Do they want Joe Biden to come out along with Kamala Harris and admit, yeah, we're about the fracking, we're about this, we're about that, da 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 da. that everybody is accusing them of going back and forth and being hypocrites about, no disrespect, but hypocrites about, or undecided about, manipulative, if you will, about, what do they want? They want the truth. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter who our president is. Richard Nixon, God rest his soul, Richard Nixon should be a prime example of the fact that it doesn't matter who's elected. They're always going to be a controversial figure. Bill Clinton is a prime example. The point is, again, I believe that the reason we haven't had, the reason Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, if it's still up for grabs, all these other states, Georgia, the reason we have not gotten we have not gotten a definitive answer is because not because of the fact that they have so many votes that they still have to tally up and make account for. But there's many voters, many people out there that outnumber it that didn't vote. And because they didn't vote, once again, they've put this election in flux. Because again, it's either their religious beliefs and basically stating that whoever they believe in, is the higher power. Like, again, me and my family believe in the Lord God Almighty, Jesus Christ being King of all, Savior of all. And that there's nobody above him, even if they are president. The thing is, I think that's one of the reasons people didn't vote. Another reason, again, is being the fact that, to them, what does it matter if they vote or they don't vote? Because in the end, we're going to have a controversial figure leading the country anyway. So, again, it's, in my opinion, it's a variety of things. And I think honestly, that's what's holding things up. That's why it doesn't matter if it's nationwide, or like presidential elections, state elections, local elections. That's why a lot of these votes get held up. A lot of these elections don't get fully finalized until maybe almost the month of election is up. Due to the fact that it's the fact that nobody wants to go out and vote, because to them it doesn't matter what they vote for or who they vote for. To them, it's not, to them the exact opposite's going to is probably going to happen, or who they don't want to win is going to win. And also in the long run, to them, it's not going to, to them, they have the religious belief to fall back on. And also the fact that, again, to them, what's the point? What's the point? It's like they're just a number. So, again, I think it's two factors. One, votes are still being accounted for and registered, accounted for and tallied up, with despite possible corruption or controversy and all that, or cheating, whatever you want to call it. And then the other factor being that there are a lot probably that outnumber those that didn't go out and vote in certain regions of the country, in certain rural regions or inner city regions, because of the religious beliefs, or to them it just, what's the point of what, to them it doesn't matter, because what's the point, right? So to me, in the end, I think it's those two factors that's holding things up, that's making this election day turn into an election week, if not month. And something that may extend into the Supreme Courts, because like I said, various news outlets are saying that both the Biden and Trump camps are ready to do that. To kind of take things to court to see exactly what's happening. And believe me on this, there's one person that's thrilled if that would happen. Because if they have to take things to court by January and there's no decision until February or March, guess who becomes president temporarily? Nancy Pelosi. So yeah, think about that. But hopefully we'll get an answer before the week's out, and if not before the month's out. But yeah, election day, more like election week and month. And I just wanted to come on here and give you my opinions on this Wednesday morning, the day after election day. And let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Tell me what your thoughts are. And I will talk to you all later. Peace out. God bless. I'm out.